Hi guys, welcome to Skills Rising Tarot. We're going to take a look into the week ahead. It's going to be an all signs read. We're going to start Aries through Pisces. It's going to be kind of short and simple. We're just going to see what comes out. You know, could be love, could be money, could be really anything. Alright, we're going to start with Aries. Aries. This week ahead. What does Aries need to know for this week ahead? Aries. Aries, this week ahead, what do you need to know? Getting a new perspective on something? Alright. One more. I think this week you're gaining some kind of new perspective. You know, maybe opening yourself up. The haunting is the queens of the deck. So I think you're maybe getting enlightened over some situation. You know, whether or not you want to be open to it, whether or not you want to show any kind of commitment towards it. You know, I see you maybe taking a leap of faith towards somebody you feel could be your soulmate. Or a soulmate type situation. However you take that. Alright? But I feel you starting to open up. You know, kind of more, I feel like go with the flow of things. Maybe tip those scales in your favor. You know, you're finally being a little bit clear with yourself. Alright? And starting to open up that door a little bit this week. You know, focusing on some kind of calmer waters, especially when it comes to a home situation this week. You know, I feel like it's a very positive week for you. I don't like that for you. That's kind of exciting. All right, what do we got for Taurus at 2:30? Sorry, we'll do it at 2:35. Taurus. What do we have for Taurus this week? Taurus. What do we have for Taurus this week? Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? It's like Five of Cups. Okay. Taurus, I feel like you're kind of focused on your minute this week. You know, maybe you're starting some kind of new job, something, you know, a new career, maybe something you're a little bit more passionate about, something more you want to do. I feel like you're really focused on, you know, how to build that life. Like your money, your goals. You know, that's what you're working on this week. And I think you're being a little bit quiet about it. You know, I don't think you're going out and telling anybody anything. I don't think you're really speaking upon it. You know, probably not as much work that you're actually putting into it. But I feel like it's causing you to be open to maybe some regret in past situations. Maybe you're holding on to certain things, you know, especially when it comes to your happiness, and trying to bury some kind of conflict within yourself. I mean, overall, I really just see you focused on making money, you know, going out and doing what you love, you know, bringing them dollar bills home, however you want to see it. Yeah, that's what I have for you. All right. All right, moving on to Geminis. Geminis at, we'll do 6. Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I haven't said that for everybody else, so maybe this one's specific. Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have for Geminis? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Alright, one more. Alright, what do I have for Geminis this week? What do I have for Geminis this week? Nightmares are the nights. I feel like you got some kind of change coming in. You know, especially when it comes to a financial situation this week. You know, I think you're kind of remaining hopeful. Just kind of keeping your eyes closed and just kind of trusting the universe. I'm staring at these snakes on her head. Like it's like Medusa type thing. It's like, you know that all this craziness or this negativity is like chilling out there, but I think you're kind of just shutting your mind off to it right now. You know, you're focused on this cup you're trying to fill that's in your hands. It's kind of like a quieting the noise type energy. You know, especially if you have noise from the past coming in, or noise from past thoughts. I feel like this is like, I'm not going to take anybody's shit kind of week. Like, if you got something to say about my situation, like, I'm just shutting myself off on it. I'm going to focus on my own shit this week. You know, the Six of Cups can talk about nostalgia, can talk about all kinds of things, but what I'm seeing is like you're kind of putting this mask on, and you're only allowing the things you want to come in to your mind. You know, I think you're kind of shutting off some sort of emotion that you feel like might cause you pain or heartache, especially with this Nightmare of Daggers. And it's like, I feel like you're turning off that type of communication, you know, and the only thing you really have on your brain is your home life, your job, your money, like where you want to go, where you see your future. And I feel like what opportunities you feel like you're missing out on might crack that foundation but you're still being patient with everything. Like, you're still finding balance within the situation. I don't know if that message made sense or not, but that's what I got, so I'm going to go with it. I'm sure it'll resonate with one or two Geminis out there. All right, Cancers at 10:30. What do we got for Cancers? Cancers. Cancers. What do you got going on this week? One more. What do you got for Cancer? Okay, if it doesn't flip out, I'm not going to take it, just so you know. That did come out. One more. Thank you. I got two messages. One, if you have somebody from the past coming in, I don't think that's a seed you feel like planting. And you're going to move towards your own goals. For whoever needs to take that. Like, I think you're unwilling to plant anything with that. I think you're being stubborn about it. You're probably focused on your work. You know, building your life. Probably starting a new career or something along that lines. But you have some kind of past energy coming back in. You know, it's probably something that they've been trying to manifest for a while. You know, the Haunting of Bones is like my mini manifestor. That's my Queen of Wands. You know, I feel like it's going to be fast forward movement, but whether you decide yes or no, that's your decision. All right. Now, the other message is whatever seed you feel like you planted, or like whatever you've been in the works doing, you might not see anything towards it, and it might be a little discouraging at this time, but I feel like you need to continue working on it. You know, keep watering it. You know? And maybe you need to stand your ground with a few things. You know, especially if it's something you care about or something you're driven to do. You know, I see it becoming something stronger. But maybe there's something in the past that's kind of holding you back that you need to work on this week. Maybe it's a manifestation that you made back in the past that you're now starting to focus on. Now, take that how it resonates. All right. We're now moving on to Leos. Leos at 14:45. Leos. What do we have for the lovely Leos? Leos. Leo. What do we have for Leo have for Leo? Come on. Leo. What do we have for Leo? Okay, if those want to come back out, I will. Leo, what do we have for Leos? I think whatever you're starting to open your heart up to is manifesting. You just need to keep working towards whatever your goals are. That one came back out again. Alright. The Lovers. Okay. Look out there. 3 of Cups. 4 Daggers. I think you're trying to make a choice between people. You know, trying to figure out where you want to have some kind of victory. You know, and when I mean figure out, I mean like open that third eye, decide what's best for you. You know, what you want to work on, what you want to move towards. You know, maybe you got communication coming in. Maybe you're working on trying to travel to somebody, trying to travel somewhere. You know, but I feel like you want a celebration of some sort. But you need to make a decision. And sometimes you need to take some time within. You know, be still, be silent. To really focus on what you want. And maybe pick up some books. Do some research. Or, you know, maybe you're spying on somebody. I don't know. Take that however it resonates. Alright. That's what I have for you, Leos, for this week. Alright, moving on to Virgos at 1730. Virgos. What do I have for Virgos? Virgos. Virgos. What do I have for Virgos? What do I have for Virgo? Oh, yeah. Alright. I definitely don't dig this week. Alright, one more. Virgo. Tell me about Virgo. What do I have for Virgo? One more. Virgos this week, I feel like maybe you're being deceptive with yourself or maybe somebody's coming in to be deceptive with you. But I feel like a lot of codependent energy. Alright. Maybe some addiction issues or overindulgence in something. Little over obsessive energy is what I feel. You know, and I think that's going to cause some kind of chaos within a home situation. Not just a home situation, but with your job, your career. So I think whatever deception you're dealing with or whoever is being deceptive and latching on, whether it should be you or a person you're dealing with in the codependency issue, this week, I think it's going to be a little too much. You know? I mean, obviously, they're passionate about you, or you're passionate about them, but I feel like it's going to cause a lot of conflict, a lot of chaos within this. You know? It might start affecting your job. So keep an eye on that, you know. This might just be for a specific person, but that's what I have. And if you're in that kind of energy, then I would take a step back and start to look at yourself. All right. Going into Libra at 2020. Libras. What do I have for the sign of Libra? Libra. What do I have for the sign of Libra? Alright, what do I got for Libra? Five of Crystals. Terror of Crystals. I think everybody's focused on their money this week. Like, there's not a lot of love going on this week. Libra. Libra. What do I have for Libras? Libra. What do I have for Libra? Okay. Libra. One more. Alright. 7 crystals. The Death card. Look at that. 2 daggers. I think you're leaving something out in the cold this week. You know, maybe changing something up. I think this week, I think you're leaving stuff out in the cold, especially if somebody's coming in to offer you something. I think you have absolutely no tolerance for anybody that comes in that shows any kind of level of toxicity. You know, and I think those are the seeds that you planted. I honestly feel like with the Hangman, the 2 of Swords, and the Death card here, this isn't about being stuck in like indecision. I think you've made a decision to end this and look at things from a new perspective. You know, and I think you're going to move on toward your own happiness. But relatively speaking, I see this week as you leaving shit out in the cold, you know, especially if they come in with some kind of offer toward you, whether that be job offer, love offer, whatever, doesn't really matter. I don't think you're taking any offers this week. I think you are standing your ground, especially if somebody comes in with any kind of toxic tendencies. You know, you're focused on what you've planted in the world and transforming your own life. Alright, that's an awesome energy. That's what I got for my Libras. Alright, moving on to Scorpios at 2410. Scorpios. What do we got for Scorpio? Scorpio. What do we got for Scorpios? What do we got for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio this week ahead? Maybe communication, maybe travel. feel like you're moving toward dropping a situation. Probably a situation that didn't really show you any kind of love. Or didn't give you the love you feel like you deserved. But I feel like with the Nightmare of Crystals, which is like the Knight of Pentacles, is that, you know, I feel like it's taking a long time to kind of realize that. Or kind of understand what kind of stability that you can offer to yourself. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. I feel like this is you moving on. I feel like you're moving on from a situation that was not equal give and take. You know, maybe you still have love for that situation, but I feel like you're being very open about things need to change. This needs to change. Or maybe this energy was going too slow. You know? And I feel like there's an apology in there somewhere, but I don't feel like it's a very healthy apology, if that makes sense. I'm trying to describe this the best way as possible. I'm sorry, Scorpios. It's kind of like if somebody was in and out. I feel like you're dropping it. You're just like, done. Not doing it. You know, I've put a lid on my heart. You know, you got the Queen of Cups. There's a grave here. You're closed off to it. You know, it's like this dude's trying to scream, but I don't think you're hearing it. And it's like a silent scream, you know, like in those silent horror movies when like somebody screams, you can tell them screaming, but there's no sound anywhere. You know, and I think you're focused on other things. You know, you got that apology climbing out of the cup, and you're looking at it, but there's like no reaction. But I think you're starting to find your own strength to start, you know, speaking your own truth, you know, and start cutting through lies, bullshit, and deceit, you know, learning how to set your own boundaries this week. And finding your true peace. You know, I feel like you're floating away from this situation. You know, you're starting to transform into the person you want to be. All right, that's the message I have for Scorpios this week. That was awesome. I loved it. And for any of you Scorpios that are going through this, you can do this. So just keep going. All right. Moving on to Sagittarius at 29:10. What do I have for my Sagittarius? What do I have for Saggies? The week ahead. Saggies. What do I have for you, Sagittarius? The week ahead. Okay. I'm starting like, I'm picturing like Michael blowing his horn right now. Up or down, bud? Up or down? One more time. Up or down? Okay. No, sideways. Okay, that's going to be short, sweet, and quick. I feel like you are giving no love. No love up at all. You want no beginnings. I think you're starting to understand your intuition. Trust your own intuition. I feel like you're making a judgment call. I don't know what this is for you. This could be a love situation, could be friends, family, job, whatever. Okay, but I feel like you've made a judgment call to end something. I think you're a little undecided on how you want to go about things or how you want to work things out. You know, especially when it comes to celebrating your happiness. But overall speaking, I pretty much see you just being like, nah, fuck that. It's done. I'm not going to put up with whatever this is. Like, I have no love for it. I'm going to trust myself. I'm going to go within. I've made my judgment call. I've ended this situation. You know, it was a burden. And I think you're just kind of indecisive on the people that make you happy in life. So that's what I see this week. Take it however it resonates. But I wish you luck and all the best, Sagittarius. All right, moving on to my Cappies at 3210. That one's pretty blunt. What do we have for Capricorns? Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? Cappies. My beautiful Cappies. I feel like the lighting is really weird. Capricorn. What do we have for Cappies? Capricorns. What do we have for Cappies? That all came out, and it all came out in reverse. I feel like whatever offers come your way, I feel like they're utter bullshit. But I don't feel like you're dealing with any kind of conflict. You might be getting out of your comfort zone this week and just knowing in which direction that you're going. For whoever needed to hear that, I'm going to put these back in the deck. And of course, you're going to hear people in the background because that's what it is. All right, what do I have for Capricorns this week? What do I have for Capricorns this week? See, there it is. All right, maybe you're feeling a little unstable this week. You know, like your money's not really good. But whatever you're enjoying, you're still showing it love. Or you're being emotionally mature. Alright, give me two more. Give me two more. I feel like right now money is probably not the greatest for you right now. But you're still being very emotionally mature about the entire situation. It's kind of like you know where you want to go. Like you're not really afraid. You're not worried at all. You know, you're kind of looking at things from a different point of view, different perspective. You know, especially about where you put your work, where you put your energy into. You know, what you want to move towards. But, I mean, overall, I feel like your money situation is kind of an issue. But I feel like you're handling it pretty well. It's like kind of one of those I know it's not great, but I'm not going to stress about it. Like, it's not going to keep me up at night. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to freak out about it. You kind of know which direction you're headed in. Like, and I think you're looking at money from a different perspective this week. You know, knowing that you got to put some work into something. That's pretty good. All right, that's what I got for you, Cappies. All right, moving on to my Aquariuses at 36:15. 36:15. For my Aquariuses this week. What do I have for my Aquariuses this week? Aquarius. What do I have for Aquarius this week? What do I have for Aquarius this week? Aquarius. Alright, what do I have for Aquarius this week? Being a little reclusive, maybe shutting off your energy this week. I'm not taking all those. Alright, what do I got for Aquarius this week? Pentacles this week. I feel like this week you're taking that time to look within. You know, maybe you're pulling back your energy. Maybe you're taking that time to focus on yourself. You know, especially with that 4 of daggers. You know, I think you're trying to decide where, I always say plant that seeds, but I'm going to say grow that garden. You know, what weeds do you want to pick, and what flowers do you want to focus on? You know, what's your wish fulfillments in this? What's going to make you happy? And I feel like you have a choice coming up this week where you want to put your work and effort into, and what you want to walk away from. You know, you got 7, 8, 9 here. You got the Lover, which is all about choices, decisions. And then you have the 4 of daggers, which is kind of taking that step back and pulling back your energy. Maybe taking some time, some rest to really figure out, you know, where do I want to water this garden? And what decision is going to make me happy? And making that decision, putting the work and effort and moving towards it. You know, that's what I have for Aquarius this week. You know, and that could be pretty much anything. So, all right. Moving on to Pisces at 39:09. Pisces. What do we have for Pisces this week? Pisces. What do we have for Pisces this week? What do we have for Pisces? Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? The week ahead. What is coming up for Pisces this week? The Hermit. Maybe taking some time within. I'm just saying I got a phone call, so we don't want it. Pisces. What for Pisces this week? What for Pisces this week? Pisces. some change coming in. I think this week, I think you're taking some time within yourself, especially with that Hermit. You know, I think you're trying to follow a path. You know, maybe a path towards your own independence, your own confidence, your own goals, you know. It's kind of like getting back to yourself, you know, but I feel like you're silently screaming on the inside, you know, maybe choking on opportunities that are around you, or an opportunity that you feel like you failed with, you know, something that you feel kind of cut out your heart. You know, that's not truly what these cards mean. And I totally get that. It's just the vibe I'm getting with the cards. I'm not even paying attention to these down here. You know, I feel like you're trying to open yourself up to some way, but you should watch, you know, what comes in that feels deceptive towards you. You know, but I think you should let your light shine. You know, but I think it's up for you to walk this path. You know, nobody can give you confidence but yourself. They can boost your self-esteem, yes, but to really feel it is to really believe it type of energy. And maybe that's what you're offering up to yourself this week. You know, maybe you're passing on opportunities that feel like they suffocate you or they drown you. You know? And maybe you're cutting out some communication. You know? Being really real about what's in your heart this week. Alright, that was kind of a deep message, but that's what I got for you, Pisces. You can take it or leave it. That is completely up to you. That's all I got. Thanks for joining. Bye.